We're nearly a month away from the deadline to file individual tax returns. So we asked you, our viewers, what you needed to know during this tax season. You delivered. So this morning, our friend Yannick Lemay, tax expert with H&R Block, is here with answers. Yannick, great to have you back on the show.
Yes, good morning.
So Canada, you'll have another chance to ask any tax-related questions for Yannick to tackle next week. We have a QR code up on the screen. You can scan it, submit your questions today, and if we do pick your question, we'll let you know, so you can make sure to tune in for the answer. Okay, Yannick, you ready for this? We got our first question.
Yes.
Okay, this one from Heather. She says, I'm a hobby artist who sells paintings. I make less than $2,000 a year from this. Do I need to charge HST? And how would I submit the tax I collect at tax time?
Yes, this is a question that definitely comes a lot when it comes to HST or GST. But first, let's just mention that when it comes to taxes, there's no threshold of amount that of when you need to declare or report your self-employed income on your tax return. So any income, no matter the amount, has to be included on your tax return. Now, when it comes to GST, HST, in most cases, you will need to register when you reach the threshold of $30,000 in gross sales in the past 12 months. So when we say gross sales, we mean all the self-employed income you've made from all of your business sources before deducting any expenses.
Okay, our second question comes in from Alice. She writes, I'm a 76-year-old senior waiting for knee replacement surgery. In preparations for the limitations after the surgery, I had a bathroom renovated and replaced with a walk-in shower with grab bars. So the question is this tax deductible? And do I need any documentation? How much of the bathroom renovation can I deduct?
So if you're at least 65 years old, or if you qualify for the disability tax credit, you can claim what we call the home accessibility tax credit. So this credit allows you to claim up to $20,000 of renovation costs per dwelling. If your spouse qualifies as well, you can share the credit, but keep in mind you cannot deduct the cost of your own labor that you make the renovations in your home.
Okay, Yannick, our third question is from Tara. She writes, we're new landlords and want to file our taxes properly to reflect this. What tips do you have for claiming rental income, and what deductions should we know about? So when it comes to rentals, you need to use the form T776. So that's the statement of real estate rentals that you will attach to your tax return. If you're looking at lowering your taxes, you want to claim all the eligible expenses that you incurred during the year. So these include your home insurance, include also mortgage interest that you paid on the building loan, if you made any repairs, maintenance, also if you paid for the electricity for your renters, and also included your property taxes, right, which is probably a significant amount that you need to take into account. Yannick, our next question comes from Gordon. It says, if I have self-employed income from tutoring, can I claim the cost of my new computer, printer, home office space, etc.? And where do I do that?
So when it comes to business expenses, the two main criteria you want to keep in mind is, first, the expense has to be reasonable, and second, the expense cannot be a personal expense. So it has to be incurred for the purpose of your business. When it comes to assets that you use for a longer period than a year, for example, a computer, right? You'll be using the computer for probably over a year. The regulation already tells you the amount of the cost that you can deduct, you can include in your expenses on your tax return. It depends on the type of the assets, depend on the type of the furniture that you're using. If you're working from home, there's a specific criteria you need to meet in order to be able to deduct any home office expenses. So you have to be working from home at least 50% of the time, or if you don't meet that criteria, you need to be using an exclusive place in your home, and you need to be receiving either suppliers or clients directly at your place.
Okay, and our final question today is from Michael. What benefits do the disability tax credits provide?
So the disability tax credit is a non-refundable tax credit of over $9,000. It helps you lower your taxes if you have any tax to pay for the year.
keep in mind that it's not the tax professional that will tell you if you qualify for the credit. It's not your doctor either. It's directly CRA, so tax authorities will tell you. So your doctor, your nurse, your therapist will fill a form that you will submit to CRA, and CRA will let you know if you qualify for the credit. And this is a process you can do separately from your tax return, so you don't have to wait for tax time, or you don't have to wait to file your tax return to make this process.
Yannick, I love talking to you because you are a human tax encyclopedia. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Remember, you can scan this QR code to submit any tax-related questions, and we will choose some for Yannick to answer on the show next week.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.